Welcome everybody to In Spiritual Trail. I'm so glad you could join me today. We're going to get the mid-month energies for all the signs. So this one is going to be for Aries. And it could be an extension of what's going on like for the whole month of May, or it could be something different that Spirit wants to bring in. So we're going to go ahead and see what that is. To like recap what was going on with your other readings. It might have been, that you have been feeling cut off. And maybe feeling a little isolated or left out, or you might have chosen to do that because you've been needing to gain some balance and stability in your life, and you've taken a step back and kind of like went into hermit mode kind of, but you are taking baby steps to move forward. And you've been really focused on the small things that are really important. And some of you could be leaving people behind that aren't just aligning with you anymore. Like that surface shallow stuff, or just, maybe somebody that maybe didn't have your best interest at heart, because you know your worth now. You know that you have this higher mission that you're trying to accomplish, and you're trying to get yourself balanced out so you can do that. You've kind of discovered, well, you already knew, but you kind of discovered more like what your morals are, your spirituality, and you have this new passion to pursue it. So, and then when we had the other, like the week-to-week breakdowns as well, well, let's continue with the main mission here, the main message. So, you're connected more to your higher mission. You might not quite know what that is, but you're having faith and trust. Trusting more what's in your heart and what's in your intuition, kind of having faith in spirit and all that, and you're letting go of the burdens that's been weighing you down to complete your mission or to begin on that mission. So, you're realizing that you really have a important mission here, and you're trying to focus on that and not let those distractions get the best of you. With the week-to-week readings, we had like the answers were coming in. You're gaining mental clarity. You might still have a few conflicts to work through or challenges, and that's why you're trying to get balance, because you've been a little off balance from those. You might be making a decision, and that's also why you need to get that balance and clarity, because you're working towards like your abundance and your security, and you're kind of tired of pleasing other people because it's not aligning to your path and what makes you happy. You could be a little bit tested, because I think you've went through some, maybe a dark night of the soul, or some major lessons, or some tower moments, and Spirit might be coming in and saying, okay, you're almost there, but let us give you this test to see if you're going to resort back to that past behavior or cycle. So you might be having that as a temptation, not a temptation, but a challenge, because you're being tested. So, you're weighing out like, well, this is how I feel, and I've already went through that, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm really trying to gain clarity because I have this new idea coming in. You could be reliving in the, not like reevaluating your past, remembering the good moments, what was really important in the long run, and letting go of some of those bad memories. You're starting to get over that lack mindset, like, and being grateful for what you have and knowing your worth. You do need to, sorry about that, Wishbone. You might need to, because the Aries can be a bit, Wishbone! You could be a little, sometimes not knowing your worth, but you're trying to step into that knowing your worth, and that you have an important mission here to be on. So, you're trying to gain that stability and work through your fears. Because of all the stuff you have been through. Oh, sorry about that, I almost said the wrong thing. From all the stuff you have been through, and people putting you down or stepping on you or hurting you or breaking your heart, you've had to like overcome those fears and realize that was them, it wasn't really you. So you've gotten through those turbulent waters, you've gained wisdom, you've gained the strength, and you're realizing now that you had to kind of go through those because you are on this really important mission to go over. So you're stepping back into your power because you had the Emperor, which is an Aries card. You're seeing things in a new perspective, and it said surrender to non-action in one of our weeks. It was like week 3, which is coming up. So you're taking a step back and pausing and really contemplating to get your head on straight and your heart balanced and everything grounded in. You do realize that your hard work has paid off. It might just be a little slow moving, and you're kind of trusting in divine timing. But you still have that challenge of the past disappointments. But you have perseverance, and you're courageous and you're wanting to push through with resilience. So, and you're cutting through all that bullshit, seeing things clearly, and gain strength. So you are now surrendering to miracles, and that's what our message was from the past. So we're going to go ahead and see. I don't know if it'll be as long. It probably will be. But anyway, we're going to pull some, same thing, pull some layers. I got some different cards here, and we're going to see what's coming out for Aries now. Might be some things that you just need to tweak. Just a reminder of what else was going on before and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it and see. We're going to pull an energy card here first. So let's see. Oh, wow. We got a whole bunch there. Let's see what's going to come out for Aries. What's coming out for Aries this mid-May? Ooh, so we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So Archangel Chamuel is coming in to say, and I got some things here already for the third chakra. Just because I don't want to get everything messed up, I want to be precise and clear about what's going on. So this energy here, the third eye chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra, right? So this is like just above your belly button. It's usually yellow in color, and it controls like our physical and emotional aspects of being. So in balance, we feel healthy and at peace, and when it's blocked, it can cause some emotional or physical distress. So, I think Samuel might be coming in and saying, take a little look at your how you're feeling and your emotions, and maybe it's something to do with this solar plexus, because this controls like our motivation and confidence and our purpose. So, if you might feel a little lack in that area or a little still like on shaky ground, really maybe do some healing of this solar plexus chakra. When it's off balance, we can be, like I said, emotionally and physically distressed, but we can be show signs of aggression, over dominating towards other people, feel low self-esteem, fatigue. We might overeat. So, you want to get that balance so you can feel that confidence and peace within. And be more motivated and confident. So you can use some, meditation is always good. So you could always do some meditation with your solar plexus chakra. You could wear yellow, have yellow around you. The oils you can use would be saffron, musk, sandalwood, ginger, and cinnamon. And the crystals would be citrine, amber, lemon quartz, yellow topaz, yellow tiger's eye, yellow jasper. Foods you might want to incorporate in your diet at this time could be bananas, pineapples, corn, lemons, and yellow curry. So, you might want to take a look at this area, if you're lacking a little confidence or being overly aggressive or just not sure, about your emotions or your physical stability or something. So you might want to look at that. That might be what's it's being put out right now for that. So let's see what else is coming up. We're going to get one of these cards. So Aries, if you're still struggling a little bit with something, you might want to do some meditation or some healing of your solar plexus chakra, okay? And I've really been lacking in this. I need to get back into doing that. I have been getting back into my meditation more, but I try to do, also too, you can do Reiki healing, but I've been kind of lacking. I try to keep some kind of meditation going with my chakras, to keep them within alignment, Okay, and then we have the wondrous universe. So this is walking in beauty. So, feeling a part of the big universe, it's a wonderful, wonderful universe. But like I said, you might be off balance still and not grounded. So, really work on this groundedness, okay? Because there's something going on still with that. You might still be a little off. This walking in beauty is, you live in a beautiful and wonderful universe. You are a beautiful being. Take time to see and cherish the wonders of life wherever you go. It transforms your life. This is a remarkable beauty within you. Simply acknowledging and allows you to surface even more. The time you take to create beauty in your home will manifest in your life. Walking in beauty means to honor all natural cycles of life and to experience a sacred communion with the creator of all things, including yourself. So, really tapping into spirit, having beauty around you. This says the sacred traveler wants you to know there's always beauty around you and within you. The sacred traveler constantly looks for and embraces the majestic, wondrous universe in all forms. You can hear it in the song of your early morning bird. You can smell it in the aroma of freshly baking bread, and you can see it in the way the clouds float across the sky. The more you seek beauty, the more it will find you, and the more you will find yourself in a beautiful world. So, and I really kind of think like a lot of you Aries, like since you know that mission's coming in, you're kind of already seeing that, like how beautiful the world is, and to appreciate all the things in your life, you know. Don't overlook those little things because they all add up to something major and big. And you know, if you're going to be this higher mission person, you know, you need to embrace all that, right? So, you know, that's what it's saying, like focus on that and all that. So let's go ahead and get one of these cards here. This is called the LQ deck. Let's see what else is coming out for you, Aries. So, well, that's two. I don't want to do two. I only want to get one since we're doing 3 layers. One card, please, Spirit, for Aries, May 2021. Okay, well, that's it. So now we have She Who Creates, Shayla. Creativity, originality, and spontaneity. So doing something with your creativity, you know, don't really overthink it. You know, do your own unique thing. You're something that's original, that's creative to you. You know, spread the word, share your love, you know, so you can expand the higher consciousness. So share your wisdom and do it some way that's uniquely creative to you. We're going to go ahead and read this card, a little extra here. Shayla. Okay, so this is, let's get through the beginning parts and see what the real meaning of this is. All right, so Shayla makes her own music. She chooses to follow the ones that appeal to her in the moment. She adores the ladybug in her hair and the dragonfly on her skirt. Spontaneity is her middle name. Although those who don't understand her call her a risk, Shayla embraces the energy of making things shine in her own unique ways. This card is called to be original and a reminder that following others and doing what others think you should be simply not for you. You are being challenged to do something beyond the ordinary. Examine your world, look for your own salamander, and the dragonfly guides to hint at where you need to be. The energy here is movement and change, but in original ways. Don't create another painting of a rose. Paint the thorns instead. Stretch your mind. Creativity isn't only a paintbrush and canvas. It's cooking, crafting, writing, singing, and even teaching. Where will your originality shine? So the questions are, what rut do you need to get out of? How can I shake things up and make it more fun in creative ways? What is the most spontaneous person? Who is the most spontaneous person I know? So I'm kind of finding it interesting that it says, you know, paint those thorns, because so many people want the fluffy and good, and they hate anybody saying anything about like shadows or they get triggered or whatever. But that's part of life, you know, and it's stuff we have to deal with. So I'm really getting, again, because, you know, this saying being spontaneous and not being like others, we had that energy before where we're tired of like trying to fit in with what others people wants us to do. And if we shake things up, oh wow, right? As long as we're staying in a higher vibration, we are coming from an unconditional love, and we're not harming anyone or criticizing or gossiping or anything like that. This is what we are meant here to do. We're not all the same. We all are different, and there was a reason for that, you know? So let your uniqueness shine, you know? In some creative way, you know, expand the consciousness in a unique, authentic way. That's what you're being called to do, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to get a spirit animal card. This deck here is called where is the deck? Oh, I didn't have a book. Let me just see. It is called Divine Animals. So we're going to see, because, you know, some of the energies of animals we can be experiencing at this time or have it within us. Animals are very instinctive. So let's see what's coming up. It might be your spirit guide, like one of your animal guides. So, oh my God, Aries, you got the ram. See, you were stepping into your power, baby. A ram, yes. All right, so, Alexa, can you turn down the volume just a little? Thank you. So, this is courage, strength, pioneer. You are being guided to follow your heart and find the joy, intrigue, and enthusiasm for life. Look beyond the tired and true. You are on your own unique journey. There's no mountain too high or rugged for you. Forge ahead with stamina, determination, and self-love. Well, doesn't that just fit perfectly in? This is you. Aries is the ram, the pioneer that starts everything off and leads it, right? So you have to step into your unique, authentic self, charge forth with courage, and know you have that strength, right? Forge ahead with stamina, determination, and self-love. Yes, know your worth. Love that uniqueness about you. And charge forth. Okay, so now you're going to get a couple tarots on this. Let's see what comes out, our tarot cards. So we have the moon. So trusting your intuition. Be careful about your fears. Not all things are going to be revealed, and don't fear that too much, right? That's trusting in that unknown feeling, trusting in your intuition, trusting in spirit, because that's what it is. The moon can be about hidden things, fears, darkness, things not being illuminated, but there's a mystery to it, right? And it's also tapping into our intuition and our femininity, our divine feminine side. So it says, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. So yes, go towards it. Nothing is like clear, right? We always are just like taking risks and all over the place, right? So it's time to trust in that. You have to be courageous. So look at this painting. This is The Sleeping Gypsy by Henry Rousseau. So I love these cards here. They're like all paintings. I think I mentioned that before. But it's interesting because the lady's laying there and she has this lion on her chest, but she's not like, she's just kind of laying there and her face is darkened. Isn't that interesting? But anyway, and there's the moon above illuminating. So I think, not everything's going to be clear, but you have to trust what your intuition and your soul is telling you, right? We can't let our fears control our life. You have to be like that ram and realize that it's a wondrous universe and you need to be your unique self. And remember that that solar plexus is all about like our purpose, confidence, and motivation. So that's what you need to step into. Oh, look at that, the sun. Well, the sun is like complete happiness, everything being illuminated, right? And it's so interesting because we have the moon, which is feminine energy, and the sun is the masculine energy. So be in balance within your feminine and masculine sides. So this is saying, precisely the least, the softest, lightest, lizard's rustling, a breath of flash, a moment of little makes the way of the best happiness. Friedrich Nietzsche. So this is Banks of Lure by Joseph Turner is the picture. And it's kind of interesting because it's all lit up, but there's still kind of like haze a little bit through here. So see, not everything's going to be clear, Sometimes we just have to trust our intuition, trust our gut, trust in the divine. So we're going to get one more card. And the Lovers. So this is making choices. It's also about like harmonious relationships. So with this card, for some reason I'm getting right now is, to be balanced within yourself. You might not align with everybody or see eye to eye or even like resonate with other people, but you still have to have that harmonious balance. You don't like cause like how I'm going to be the first to admit sometimes I like jump the gun and say what's on my mind, and I've gotten a lot better with that. You have to step back and just realize everybody's different. I'm not going to start drama for this. I'm just going to try to like do my best to be supportive. I'm here for a bigger purpose, so I can't be down there doing a brawl. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like you have to like choose to have harmony, and so because it's a choice and it's about relationships. So choose to have that harmony, even if you don't see eye to eye. Everybody here is here for a purpose, and if people start trying to nick at you or pick at you or start some drama, just choose to disagree and walk away. Okay. So now we are going to get one of these cards here to tap this first layer off. This also could be about a relationship, of course, somebody in your life with all this other energy, getting things balanced, being courageous, being your unique self. So if some of you, if it resonates with a relationship, it's saying to be who you really are. Don't put on a mask. Be you. Okay. Nobody wants to try to guess who you are. And really, what kind of person wants you to be what they want you to be? You know what I'm saying? And you're not aligned if that's the truth, right? And then we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight awareness. So again, like with all these energies here, if there's some things you're still denying or not wanting to see, really clear up this solar plexus chakra and be your unique self and face those fears and realize that everything's not going to be illuminated. You got to trust your intuition, okay? Now we're going to get one of these little cards. These are divine door cards. So all of them have a different door on them. So to wrap this first layer up, let's get a divine door. Okay, so this one wants to come out, and it's this card here. So do I have it right? Yeah. See if it has any thought or anything that brings up any intuition, thought. What do you feel about this doorway? And this is the sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Yeah, so see, like with that, what did we have earlier? The wondrous universe. So some people might see that lotus like, ugh, it's stuck in mud, but you look at the beauty of it, right? You see all that hidden beauty and all the things, right? So that's the first round for you, Aries. So now we're going to go ahead and get round 2. What else for Aries is coming up, please? Spirit. May 2021. Mid-month May 2021. What's coming up for Aries? Financial constraints. So some of you might be going through some struggle with financial constraints. In our previous reading, we did have that lack mentality. So maybe you feel like you need more, like you're feeling a little unsteady or insecure, like you never know when that ball's going to drop and you're not going to have enough money. Some of you might be really constrained with money at this time. Maybe your job's been cut back because of the COVID situation. So this is getting out of that. You're always going to be provided for. Like, you know, don't stress too much about it. Just do what you can to get out of it. Realize what you do have, kind of. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more about this. Just to see if there's any extra. I don't want to tell you. Leave out anything with this. So this is restrictions concerning money. This card shows old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so you might be going through that, and that might be what's making you off balance as well. Rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not the time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide with your time. Things will get better, but for now, you have to be willing to live a little more conservatively and always value the money of the good things you already have. Yeah, so again, appreciate what you have. Don't think you need all these things, which you really don't, okay? So it's being more conservative at this time. All right, let's see what else is coming up. I'm also getting, too, that like maybe some of you think you need to cut back on your job, like, you know, to focus more on your mission or your family or something like that, but you're worried about this money. But, you know, I think things are going to be okay. If you just tweak a little bit and be a little conservative, I think things would work out, okay? Or maybe look for other ways to make money. And now we have choosing your path, all is possible. So again, we have this path again, a choice about your path. So yeah, again, I'm getting that, you know, you do have a bigger mission, but maybe you're not quite sure what it is. So this is, you know, really contemplating what you want to do, what really resonates within you, and trust in the divine. It'll show up when it needs to be. So let me see if I can find a little more about this choosing your path. Okay. So this card meaning is new vistas ahead, and you have the power to choose. And within you, this is your freedom. Do not allow the restrictions and limitations placed on you by the expectations of others deter your path. Be daring. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Dance, laugh, explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Say yes to life. You support others in stepping into their freedom. Choose life on your terms. Move beyond those situations that you've outgrown. See, it's all like resonating. Anything else with this? Sometimes to be free, the traveler needs to put down his pack and just keep walking. There are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to cast ordinary things aside and fling your arms in the heavens in joy. You're not on the planet to always meet the needs and expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into the extraordinary self. Don't unconditionally accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Choose pathways that lead to your greater freedom and happiness. Yeah, again. So, with this card here, really, it's saying, trust your path, do what you need to do. Don't be constrained, okay? Don't be constrained by other people. Don't try to fit in or be the mold of what other people are that you need to be. It's your path. You have a unique, special path, a higher mission, okay? Sometimes it's a little fearful to let go of things, but this is what you're needing to do. So, I'm not saying just quit your job and don't have anything, but you know what I'm saying. If you need to cut back your hours, if you need to do a side job and go part-time on your job, if you need to go against the grain, however this resonates for you. Okay, now we are going to get one of these LQ cards. What else is coming out for Aries Mid May, please? Choosing your path and financial constraints. She who yearns, Desiree, yearn, longing, and pine for. So there could be something that you're really desiring and yearning for. You know that it's the right way to go. It's your path, but there might be something that's constraining it, like financial reasons, and you're a little afraid to do that because, we do have responsibility, right? We might have to take care of we do have to take care of our bills and pay for our home and all that. So it might be constraining you a little bit because you need to go towards this now in some way. So however that resonates for you guys, let's go ahead and get the animal card. What else is coming through, please? Aries, mid-May, 2021. Okay, so now we have, Blue Jay. Assertive, daring, universal wisdom. You are being guided to be aware of your synchronicities in life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless, trust your gut. Be your authentic self. Take inspired action and what you desire will come to fruition. Again, it's saying your truths are forming each day. Be fearless, trust your gut, and be your authentic self. So I'm really getting there's this really fear because you need to be stable. You need maybe to work 60 hours a week, but your path is here. And there's some kind of something you have to let go of that can be a little scary. So let's get some tarot on this. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Not what you have, but what you enjoy constitutes your abundance. There you go. Not what you have, but what you enjoy. All right, so this is the young girls at the picnic. Oh, young girls at the piano. Why did I say picnic? I must want to go on a picnic. I must be hungry. Anyway, this is young girls at a piano, this photo. And the quote, not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance, is by John Petit-Sen. So, yeah. So, this is going for what you want. It might be a little less money or, a little make you have to be more conservative. But this is truly what you want. Are you going to just be in that rat race and be miserable? I see some people that work in jobs, they work in overtime, and they're miserable because they hate that job. But they have to because they have to pay their bills. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get another tarot. Sometimes we have to take those risks, right? I did hear, I've heard other stories about this, but this one's coming to mind. Ed Sheeran, he knew he wanted to be a singer, right? He was living in England somewhere. He ended up going on his own, and he was actually out on the streets living for a while before he got famous and well-known, and now is in this abundant energy now. He's got a great career, but, he had to struggle. I'm not telling you to go out and live on the streets, believe me. Okay, so now we have, or are you going to just be stuck in that anxiety and worry because you're stuck where you don't want to be? And then we have the King of Swords, somebody that gains clarity and goes after what they want as a leader in their own life. All right, so let's get one of these cards. That's way too many. Spirit, what cards coming through for Aries, May 21, mid-May 2021. Blame. I accept responsibility for my own well-being. Yep. You can't blame everything else. Like, oh, well, I have to do this. No, you can't. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Okay? And if anybody else is blaming you, like, well, you're going to ruin their family if you do, just set boundaries and say, hey, it's my life, All right. One of these door cards. Well, we're going to take them. It's only two. So we have this one. And this says, forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. Yeah. This is like about doing that healing and forgiving. And forgetting, but don't live it in the past. Let it go. Forget it. As long as you gave your forgiveness, even if they don't accept it, you've done your part. And forgiving yourself. Okay? Because there's a new sunrise coming in. And then we have this doorway here. And it says secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So memories, keeping the good memories as part of your soul, as well as learning those lessons from those old ones and letting them go, forgiving and forgetting. Okay, so we got one more round to do, Aries. All right, so let's see what else. Last round here for Aries. What's coming up? What's coming up for Aries, please? Mid-May 2021. Okay, so now we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So now we have the throat chakra. So let me pull out my thing. This is all about speaking your truth, being your authentic self, which fits right into this reading. Okay, so the 5th chakra, of course, is your ability to communicate and speak your truth. Being honest with your creativity. It's the color blue. So when it's balanced, you're intuitive, you have common sense, you have clear memory, and you're spiritual. If it's blocked, you're having difficulty expressing your thoughts, being timid or shy, talking and thinking, dishonesty, insensitivity, insecurity, social anxiety, difficulty making sound decisions. So, to clear this, you could do some neck stretches, focus on your breathing, yoga, and journaling. And there's also, like I said, some Reiki healing you could do. There's chakra healings on YouTube you can do. So when it's blocked, you're confused. You're not seeing what things clearly, right? You could have clouded judgment too as well. So this would be, the foods would be like blueberries, blackberries, plums, purple grapes, purple broccoli, purple carrots, and goji berries. I hope I said that right. I don't know. It's Goji. I've heard of them before, but I just don't know the pronunciation. I think it's goji, or is it joji? No, I think it's goji berries. The essential oils you could use are bergamot, chamomile, juniper, and peppermint. As a matter of fact, I got peppermint in this thing today. This little diffuser. It's peppermint. These are lavender, and these two are lavender, and that's peppermint. This candle I got for its Mother's Day gift for my beautiful son. So anyway, enough about that. So that's what this is. So you might need to do some, also besides that, solar plexus, is do some throat chakra, speak your truth, do some like, I forget what it's called, but where you just like take a paper, like a journal, and just write whatever you're thinking. It's no like rhyme or reason, just do that. I forget, scriptive writing, I forget what it's called. Anyway, so something about your throat chakra, speaking your truth, being your authentic self, communicating honestly. All right, so let's see what else is coming up. It's time for you to step into that. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yes, that's going with the flow. As long as you're yourself, you're not trying to pretend you're somebody else. You don't have to remember what you said to somebody. You're in the flow. So just go with the flow. Trust the divine timing. Trust what's meant to be is going to be. Trust in your journey. And go for it. Okay. And now we have She Who Questions, Emily. Curiosity, destiny, and search. Yeah, so, you're still questioning what, your path and where you need to be. And being curious. You trust in that your destiny's coming. You know, you're just curious about what's going on, but you're going with the flow. You're speaking your truth. We're going to pull out this card here of Amelie. See if there's any extra message to this card. Yeah. Well, by the way, I do like some intuitive things, but I also like to get the intuition of the actual author of the card, because sometimes you see things differently, right? So there might be an added message for some other people out there. So let's go ahead. This is saying, Amelie shows that you have other paths in front of you. There are avenues you can take that you may not even seen yet. Be ready for the unexpected signposts pointing you toward a completely different way. Destiny can sometimes be tricky because you may be pulling for the wrong shore. Stop for a moment in your seeking. Tap into your natural curiosity and question things. Even those people who have always seen one way and only one way may have hidden depths. Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral. So rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may be take you up on down. And skill at questioning will help you find your way. So ask what you're searching for. What is the meaning of destiny to me? And what ways has my journey been a spiral? So, you know, like again, this is realizing that, like I said before with your blueprint, you know, we have it in our heads that it's supposed to be this way. We're supposed to have 2.5 kids in a house with a picket fence and be successful at a certain career, like a profession and all this. And not everybody's cookie cutter, you know? You might have a completely different journey, and it's not going to go in a straight line. You're going to go over here, you're going to go over there, something to come up, and you'll think, hey, you know, why didn't I ever think of that? That's more me than what I've been thinking. So, you know, all right. So, you know, going with the flow, being your authentic self, and trusting that if anything comes up, you know, it might just be your way, and it's showing you something different. All right, let's get an animal. Spirit messages for Aries. Okay. And now we have the eagle. So eagle, we have leadership, spirituality, and clarity. You're being guided to let go of emotional attachment and connect to divine inspiration, flying high above the restraints of yourself and society. Look for moments of truth and act upon them. From your elevated vantage point, balance, harmony, and joy can be easily found. Yep. See that? Letting go of those constraints again. Fly above, see the whole picture. Balance and harmony. It's all like coming in again. All right, so let's get some tarot. So we have the Two of Cups. Again, this is about like balanced relationships. Two of Cups. Harmonious, balanced relationships. We already talked about that. You know, you can still have harmony of whether you agree with people or not. It's just like how you react to it. They're going to take a step back and realize that they might not be in alignment with you, and to let it go. This is connecting with more of the people we are aligned with, right? So this says, I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. Yes, and kind of like seeing that different people bring out different parts of us, you know? Like you can be one way with one person and a completely different way with another, right? So look for those ones who bring out the best in you. Those are the ones you need to stay connected to. But you can still like be in harmony with people you don't connect with, right? So this picture is the, let me see, the Terrace of Saint Andres is the photo, the painting. Okay, so that was the Two of Cups. Let's get another one here. Oh, I forgot that one too. Three of Wands. That's more about your progress you're making, your stability. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Wands is all about like expanding and progress. So, you know, you're really, we already know you're expanding and you're making progress. So, and then the Knight of, what was it now? Oops, got the wrong one. Oh, the Knight of Swords. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. Yeah, see, so if you Dare, you might get a little off track and unbalanced, going against the grain, but not to dare is you're losing yourself, right? So this is your ambition, being action oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking. So, you know, you're being pulled to go this certain way, and it might go against the grain of everybody else, right? So that's where you need to go with the flow, trust your intuition, be balanced, be courageous like that ram. And now we have this one. This card here is heart healing. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Yeah, it's time to go towards that light. Let that past hurts and stuff go. It was a lesson. It's made you stronger. It's time to forgive and move forward. You can't cling on to that past. It's like keeping you, what does it say? Keeping you down? Yeah, to dare to lose one's footing momentarily, not to dare is to lose oneself. So I don't think I read this one. To be what we are and to become what we are capable of becoming is only the end of life. See? All right, so, oh, I forgot to get one of these cards. Let me get one of these, and then we'll be done with this. And we have perseverance. Yes, what a great ending. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, you can, Aries. Don't let all those little obstacles get in the way, right? You know, be that ram. Where's that ram at? This is you, this strong ram. That's you, that pioneer, that leader. Being courageous. Step into that power, okay? All right, so thanks so much for watching, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your month. And for all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Namaste. Peace.